In spring quarter 2019, UC San Diego's Electrical and Computing Engineering Department held its third annual design competition aimed at improving the quality of life for people living with Parkinson's disease and their caregivers. The competition brings together students from interdisciplinary majors who work together to innovate and design prototype devices that can help with everyday activities such as bathing, dressing, and eating that can become challenging with the onset of Parkinson's disease. Over a 6-month period, students meet with patients, develop ideas, work collaboratively, and ultimately design a product that can help benefit patients and their families. The first step is beginning to understand the disease.
We're just hoping to be able to create something that will help Parkinson's patients. Some challenges we're anticipating is finding something that will actually be useful and not kind of just junk.
The symptoms I knew about was the trembling, but there's so much more to Parkinson's than that. You can't just come up to one person, ask them all the questions you can ask, and then get all the information that you think you need, because now if you ask all those same questions to someone else with Parkinson's, your answers can be completely different.
UC San Diego students from any major are welcome to compete in teams of 2 or more. Groups are encouraged to have at least one engineering student and one student who has experience with human-centered design. The next step for the teams is to begin developing a concept for their devices based on meetings with Parkinson's patients.
The most important thing in this design competition is that we can work with students from many majors. This design competition gives us a platform to do that, which is great. And also we're building something basically from scratch, right? So we can use resources from companies or online resources and stuff. But in the end, we are forming the idea, we are doing the design ourselves, and I think that's pretty important. And on top of that, you get friends. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the most important part is that we can actually help some people. Yeah, we can actually give them support by designing something they really need.
A critical component of the ECE Design Competition is generous sponsorship from companies like MH Tech and IBM. The companies provide not only financial support, but also mentorship and training for the students involved in the competition.
I've been mentoring and coaching many of the teams from a design perspective. How can they take into account the needs of not just the patients themselves, but also the caregivers, the families, the physicians, the nurses. What are the needs of all involved, and how can they solution for those needs?
This weekend's activities were all about using some other design methods to really understand and reflect on and really understand what needed to be in a future design to solve these problems, to make sure there was a great outcome for the Parkinson's patients and their caregivers. And so that's where we're sort of halfway through now, and the teams are doing an amazing job doing that.
Incoming students graduating from programs were often siloed or very discipline specific. And so programs like this are really exciting because it starts to get students exposed and working across business schools, engineering schools, and design schools to come together to come up with solutions. And that's what this hackathon is all about.
The culmination of the program is the final demo day held at the Qualcomm Institute at UC San Diego. 14 teams of eager and excited students showed off their work and demos for the campus community, and also gave presentations about their work to be judged for awards. The grand prize for the competition was $2,000 and went this year to the team named Dopa Daddy and the Flamingos for their product, the Electric Stride. The team designed a mat to train gait using addressable LEDs as a visual cue to step over, embedded into a yoga mat with pressure-based location detection and prediction, resulting in a lengthened stride.
The hardest part, I think, was finding a solution that would work for the patients, because we collected so much research at the beginning that we had such a wide scope of problems that they have to deal with every day. And so trying to take that huge scope and narrow it down and say, well, what's really the most important is I think was really difficult for us.
I think the most rewarding part is probably the team here. I think I've never been on a project that's half a year long, and I think learning from each other, and also just learning from a lot of great mentors that we have here. We're really grateful for them for spending so much extra time on so many Saturdays. Also learning from people that we never thought we'd talk to, especially Parkinson patients, and I think that was very rewarding for us.
Dopa Daddy and the Flamingos!
While the products developed in this competition may only be prototypes, many of the UC San Diego student teams expressed a desire to work on their projects further. The program provides not only a service to the community, but an excellent way for the students to develop empathy and user-centric design skills, and ideas that will stay with them long after graduation.